Namaskar, I'm Harpreet Kaur and I welcome you all to a live and interactive session. You are watching us on PME Vidya, channel number 8 and also on our YouTube handle NCERT Official. Class 8 के हमारे students के लिए आज हम एक बहुत important topic लेकर आए हैं। जी हाँ, ये हमारा mathematics का session जिसमें हम ले रहे हैं आपकी textbook का chapter number 7, Proportional Reasoning 2, Part 1. I'm sure इस टॉपिक से जुड़े हुए आपके बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस होंगे, so please feel free to get in touch with us. Our phone number is 8800440559. Our email ID is dth.class8@ciet.nic.in. And on our YouTube handle NCERT Official as well, you can send us your questions, suggestions and your feedback to us. इससे पहले कि मैं आपको इंट्रोड्यूस कराऊँ हमारे एक्सपर्ट्स हैं, I want to talk about something very important which is a great initiative called परीक्षा पे चर्चा. हम सब जानते हैं that exams are just around the corner and it's time that we ignite the exam warrior within us. Pariksha Pe Charcha is a wonderful initiative by our Honorable Prime Minister Shree Narendra Modi ji and it is being organized every year. This year we are celebrating its 9th edition where we are encouraging joyful learning and stress-free examinations. If you want more details on the same, you can log on to the link flashing on your screen. This is innovateindia1.mygov.in. Let's celebrate Exam Utsav as a life Utsav. And when it comes to celebrating, maths is a subject which mostly dread. Why? It's so easy and our expert is going to make this concept really easy for all of us. So चलिए उनसे मिलते हैं. We are joined by our expert, Miss Swati Badhwar. Ma'am is from Shree World School, Dwarka, New Delhi. Ma'am, namaskar and very warm welcome to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
और हम दोनों का साथ देंगी हमारी इंडियन साइन लैंग्वेज इंटरप्रेटर मिस अनुष्का शर्मा. अनुष्का, हम आपका स्वागत करते हैं हमारे सेशन में. सो मैम, सबसे पहले पार्ट 1 नया चैप्टर, तो ये बताएं कि क्योंकि इस चैप्टर के कुछ पार्ट हम पहले भी लर्न कर चुके हैं, तो प्रीवियसली हमने क्या सीखा है और आज हम क्या सीखने वाले हैं.
श्योर मैम. सो लेट अस रिकैप्चुलेट व्हाट वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड इन द फर्स्ट सेशन.
राइट.
सो वी टॉक्ड अबाउट रेशियो. नाउ रेशियो मीन्स दैट वी आर कंपेयरिंग टू क्वांटिटीज. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विद एन एग्जांपल. ओके मैम, इफ वन एप्पल कॉस्ट ₹20, सो how much do 2 apples cost?
120, 240.
40. And we can easily find out the ratio between their cost as well.
Yes.
Fine. Okay. Do you think these two bangles are similar?
No, they aren't.
They are not similar?
No, they don't have the same size.
Okay. Size is not same, but they are similar.
In shape, because they're round and design also.
Yes, design also. So we can easily find out the ratio of these two bangles as well.
Yes.
By using the formula of the circumference.
True.
Fine. So we can also find the ratio between their areas.
Yes.
Fine. So such kind of questions we have already discussed how to find out the ratio. So look at your screen. Ratio basis. Definition: a comparison of two quantities of the same kind. That means we are comparing the quantities which are of the same kind.
Okay.
Written as A is to B or A by B with no units. Now terms, here A and B are the terms. Simplest form, divide both terms by their highest common factor to get the simplest ratio. Fine. So example, 60 is to 40. When you will simplify it, you will get 3 is to 2.
And when you say simplify, that means उसके बाद ये और ज़्यादा simplest form में reduce नहीं हो सकता.
That means yes, numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1.
Okay.
तो दोनों का common factor 1 ही रहेगा. उसके बाद वो simplified form में you can just easily solve it out.
जी.
Now proportion. Definition: two ratios are in proportion if they have or they will represent the same relationship. अभी हमने we have just discussed the example of apples.
Yeah.
Fine. So ratio means comparison of two quantities. Now if I'll ask you that more workers, that means you will take more quantities. So more workers, less time will be there. Fine. So when I'm talking about more workers, less time, that means we are talking about inverse proportion. Fine. Or direct में we can just say more workers, then more work can be done.
Yes.
Fine. So these are the two examples of direct and indirect, or we can say direct and inverse proportion. So if A is to B, this is the sign of proportion. That means the 4 dots. C is to D. Then their simplified forms are equal. That means A by B This can be written as A by B. That means in the numerator we have A and in the denominator we have B. Here in the numerator we have C and in the denominator we have D. So A by B is equal to C by D. Or we can also say the product of extremes. That means I am talking about the outer terms.
A and
D and
B and
these
C
are equal to means. That means the product of means B and C.
Okay.
So AD is equal to BC.
Okay.
If such kind of situation occurs, that means the two ratios are in proportion.
All right.
Fine. So example 3:4. As I said, this is the sign of proportion. That means we are using 4 dots. 12:16 is true because 3 by 4 is equal to 12 by 16, which is basically 48 equals to 48. This we can cross check by using this one. That means the product of extremes must be equal to the product of means. Fine. So let us move on to example. The earth travels approximately 940 million kilometers around the sun in a year.
Okay.
How many kilometers will it travel in a week? That means we are talking about how much it is going to travel in a week. In a week, that means 7 days. So let us calculate.
Yeah.
Now we know 1 million is equal to 10 lakh and 1 year is equal to 365 divided by 7 weeks. Fine. So 940 million kilometers is basically 940 into what about this 1 million? That means 10 lakh kilometers are travelled by the earth in 1 year. 1 year means 365 divided by 7 weeks. So let the earth travel x kilometers in a week.
Okay.
So the ratio will be 940 into 10 lakh is to 365 divided by 7. That means x is to 1 are in proportion. 365 by 7 and these are in ratio. So how we are going to calculate? Look here, 940 into 10 lakh divided by 365 again divided by 7 and x is to 1 means x divided by 1. Now how you are going to calculate the value of x? Whatever is there in the denominator, yahan ke what will be there? In the numerator. So 940 into 10 lakh into 7 divided by 365.
Yeah.
Now x will be approximately this one. So in a week earth travels nearly this much kilometer around the sun. So this way we can calculate whatever is there in the denominator, just transfer into the numerator, and whatever is there in the numerator you can easily calculate by transferring into the denominator. Basically you need to find out the value of x. Whatever is unknown you have to calculate that.
Okay.
Now the next example. Puneet's father went from Lucknow to Kanpur in 2 hours by riding his motorcycle at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
If he drives at 75 km per hour, how long will it take him to reach Kanpur? Now speed is getting changed. Fine. We need to calculate the time, that how much he is going to take. Can we form this problem as a proportion 50:2? Then we have proportion sign, that means the 4 dots. 75 is to dash. That means first of all we are going to calculate how much time he is going to take, and then we can just check whether the both ratios are same or not. Now would it take Puneet's father more time or less time to reach Kanpur? That means we need to compare them as well. Think about it. Now how we are going to think about it? First of all you need to calculate the time.
Yes.
Then you have to check whether the ratios are in proportion or not.
Right.
And then one more thing in this question, you have to check whether the Puneet's father is taking more time or less time to reach Kanpur if he is driving
at 75 km per hour.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So how we are going to solve this? Time taken at the speed of 50 km per hour. How much he was taking?
2
hours. Distance is speed into time. So speed is 50, time 2. So how much distance covered by him?
100 kilometers.
At speed of 75 km per hour, Time taken. Now 100 upon 75, that means 4 by 3 hours. Ratio of speed to time in both cases are, here I have 50:2 and here I have 75:4 by 3. So 50:2 means 25 and 75:4 by 3 is 75 divided by 4 by 3. That means 75 into 3 divided by 4, which is not equal to 25. So the ratio is 50:2 and 75:4 by 3 are not in proportion. Because for this both must be equal, but here we are not getting equal to 25.
Right.
So we cannot write 50:2, 4 dots, that means whether they are in proportion or not. 75:4 by 3. So these are not in proportion. So at a speed of 75 km per hour, Puneet's father will take 4 by 3 hours to reach Kanpur, which is less than 2 hours. Fine. So all three things are covered over here.
Yes.
Fine. Now let us discuss one more example.
Okay.
Look here. When Nilima was 3 years old, her mother's age was 10 times her age.
Okay.
What is the ratio of Nilima's age to her mother's age? Now here we need to calculate the ratio of Nilima's age to her mother's age.
Okay.
Now read the question very carefully. So if I say when Nilima was 3 years old, let the mother's age be X.
Okay.
So what will be the mother's age? It was 10 times her age. So let us calculate mother's age. So mother's age when Nilima was 3 years old is 10 times the Nilima's age.
Yeah.
So mother's age will be 10 into 3, that means 30 years.
Yeah.
So the ratio of their ages. So let us calculate Nilima's age
3 years
divided by her mother's age.
Yeah.
So when she was 3 years old, her mother was 30. So 1 by 10, because the highest common factor is 3.
Yeah.
So what is the ratio? 1 is to
10.
Now we get the answer.
Yes.
So what is the answer? 1 is to
10.
10. So let us solve one more problem.
Okay.
Now common mistakes, basically what children are doing over here, they are adding, है ना? Here we have to just check whether we have to multiply, whether we have to find out the HCF or not. They simply just add their ages and get the answer, which is not done.
Because times word itself means multiply.
Yes. And using cross multiplication instead of just doing or solving whether we are getting the HCF or not, whether we have to check whether the ratios are same or not, they are in proportion or not, they are simply just cross multiplying the things. Fine. So just be careful whether solving the questions.
Okay.
So next question, divide rupees 4,500 into 2 parts in the ratio 2:3.
Okay.
Now we have 2 parts, that means which are in the ratio 2:3. So we have to calculate how many parts we have actually. Ratio is given as 2:3. That means the total parts, if I will talk about the ratio, 2 plus 3 is
5.
5. So value of one part, as I have to just divide them into 2 parts. So what will the value of the first part? So value of the first part will be 4,500 divided by 5. That means 900. Now first share, since the ratio is 2:3, so the first share is 2 and the second one is 3. So basically 2 into 900, what will you get, ma'am?
1800.
Yes, 1800. And the second share you need to multiply this by
3.
3. So 3 into 900, that means
2700.
yes, 2700. So the two parts are 1800 and 2700.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Let us solve one more question.
And this is quite easy basically. If you know the rules, you can solve it
Yes.
very nicely.
Yes, if you know which one is the direct and which one is the inverse one, and if you know how to convert the ratio into the number of parts,
That's right.
you can easily solve the questions.
Sure.
And this you are going to learn by practice.
Okay.
Fine.
Let's take
So,
another one.
Yes. 1 acre of land cost rupees 15 lakh. What is the cost of 2400 square feet of the same land? So again, you have to just find out the cost of 2400 square feet. Here you are going to multiply or divide. Let us see.
Okay.
So 1 acre is equal to 43,560 square feet.
Okay.
Fine. Now if I know this, I can easily calculate the cost.
Yes.
Fine. So cost is given as this much.
15 lakh.
Yes. So now how you are going to find out the cost per square feet? Per square feet ki cost, how you are going to calculate? Divide this by 43,560. You will get the answer for the
One
cost
square
of
feet.
1 square feet. So let us do that. So cost of per square feet is
15 lakh over
Yes.
43,560.
yes, divided by 43560, which is approximately 34.43 per square feet.
Okay.
Fine. Now you know the cost of per square feet. You can multiply this by 2400. You will get the cost of the land. So therefore the cost is equal to 2400 multiplied by 34.43, which is approximately 82632. Fine. So this is the cost of 2400 square feet of land.
And one more thing, we
Fine.
have to write the unit,
Yes,
which is rupees. Okay. Great.
fine.
Yes.
So look at your screen. Next question. A mixture of 40 kg contains sand and cement in the ratio 3:1. Now we are talking about sand and cement,
Okay.
and ratio is given as 3:4.
3:1.
Yes, 3:1, and the mixture is 40 kg. How much cement should be added to the mixture to make the ratio of sand to the cement 5:2?
Okay.
Fine. So how we are going to calculate? Again, I know the ratio. So we are going to calculate the total parts. That means 3 plus 1 will give you 4. And here I have 5 plus 2 equals to 7. Now, if I know the total parts, I know how much this kg will contain sand and
Yes.
how much this kg will contain cement, since the ratio is 3:1. So let us check how we are going to calculate.
Right.
Ratio of sand and cement is 3:1 and weight of mixture is 40 kg. Since you know 3 plus 1 will give you 4, so you can easily replace this by writing down 4. Fine. So weight of sand in mixture is 3 upon total parts, that means 4 into 40.
Yeah.
So 3 by 4 into 40 will give you 30 kg. That means whatever the mixture it is, here the sand is 30 kg. You can simply subtract the total and this one you will get 10, or you can calculate this by using the ratio. So weight of cement in the mixture 1 by 4 into 40, that means 10 kg. Now it's up to you if you want to use the ratio wala concept over here, then you can. Otherwise you can simply subtract 40 and 30, you will get 10. So now here I know the weight of sand is 30 kg and the weight of cement is 10 kg. Now the weight of cement in the new mixture be x, so that the new ratio is 5:2. Now I know the new ratio is 5:2, but the ratio 30:x and 5:2 are in proportion.
Yeah.
It is given in the question. So 30 upon x is equal to 5 upon 2. So the value of x is 12. Now the weight of cement added is equal to 12 kg minus 10 kg, that means 2 kg. So previously I have the weight of cement as 10 kg,
Yeah.
now it is 12. So how much cement I have added?
2
2
kg.
kg cement. Fine.
Yes.
Next question. A crane of height 155 centimeter has its neck and the rest of its body in the ratio 4:6. For your height, if your neck and the rest of the body also had this ratio, how tall would your neck be? So we need to find out how tall our neck will be.
The measurement of our neck.
Yes.
Okay.
So the ratio of the height of the neck and the height of the rest of the body is 4:6. And suppose your height is 65 inches. So that means 165 centimeter. Let the ratio of the height of my neck and the height of the rest of my body also be 4:6 since it is given in the question. So height of the neck, that means 4 upon 4 plus 6, that means the total parts, that is 10 into 165. After calculating, you will get 66 centimeter. That means what will be the height of your neck? If your height is 65 inches, that will be 66 centimeter.
Okay.
Now this is your home task. The first question. Harman is a 1-year-old girl. Her elder brother is 5 years old. What will be Harman's age when the ratio of her age to her brother's age is 1:2? This is the same question where we have discussed about the mother's age. Fine. So second question. The mass of equal volumes of gold and water is in the ratio 37:2. If 1 liter of water is 1 kg in mass, what is the mass of liter of gold? So both the questions are similar to the questions which we have already discussed during our session. You can easily solve these questions.
Right. You complete these questions and you email these questions to us on our email ID, which is dth.class8@ciet.nic.in. And with this, we are wrapping up the session over here. It's a very interesting concept that we have learned, and if you have paid attention, you know that how to calculate the answers. In case you still have some queries, please let us know, because today is part 1 of the session. We'll be coming up with part 2 and we will address those queries as well. Ma'am, thank you so much.
Thank you,
for your time and contribution to the session. Very well explained. I would also like to thank our ISL interpreter, Ms. Anushka Sharma, along with my entire team for making this session a success. Thank you. And now, my dear viewers, it's time for me to tell you about what's coming up next. So here is the program schedule. We are through with our session of mathematics. In a short while from now, you can watch our online training session, which we are conducting this week on AI. And at 5 p.m. we will bring you our session Sahyog, where we will be, of course, talking about something very important, and that is going to be conducive environments for examinations. Please do participate and do share your feedback. With this, it's a wrap. This is me, Harpreet Kaur, signing off, and we'll join you shortly. Namaskar.